So now let us see how to solve differential equation solvable for x. So now we will see our third method, which is how to solve differential equation solvable for x. Now there is a clear-cut resemblance between differential equation solvable for y and differential equation solvable for x, or else it is almost the same, just that we have renamed this variable y from x. इसके अलावा कुछ भी change, it is completely the same. So let us see how to solve differential equation solvable for x. So how do we identify that a differential equation is solvable for x? The main idea is that here x should be an explicit function of y and p. So it says if x can be expressed as an explicit function of y and p, then we say that this differential equation is solvable for x. And how do we solve it? The same steps. Let us call this as equation A. The first step is differentiate equation A now with respect to y. So we get dx by dy, which is equals to 1 upon p as some function of yp and dp by dy. Perfect. That time we were differentiating with respect to x, now we will differentiate with respect to y. So we will get dx by dy, which is equals to 1 upon p as some function of yp and dp by dy. What we will do? We will solve the above differential equation. Let us say the solution of this differential equation is some function of y, p and c equals to 0. So let us say this is equation B. What would be the third step? Third good step would be eliminate p from B and A. हम इक्वेशन A और B में से P को एलिमिनेट करेंगे and let us say we get some equation x y c equals to 0. Some function psi x y c equals to 0, and I know this function is nothing but the solution of my differential equation. And what is the alternative here? If we cannot eliminate P from equations A and B, then express x as some function of p and c and y as some function of p and c, and what we will say? We will say now what we have done, we have x as a function, x and y in terms of parameter p. So we will have parametric equation of x and y in terms of parameter c. और यहाँ पे special case क्या होगा? Special case would be when x is a function of p. So this would be solvable by separating variables. Normally जैसे हम solve करते हैं. So is it clear to everyone? It is perfectly similar to solving differential equations for y. Just that the only difference is कि यहाँ पे y की जगह x है. So we will have dx by dy, this is equals to 1 upon p. यहाँ से एक डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन मिली, इसे सॉल्व करो, इसके सोल्यूशन और इसमें से p को एलिमिनेट करो और जो भी मिलेगा वो सोल्यूशन है. तो इट इज कंप्लीटली सेम. आई विल से नो चेंज एट ऑल. सो इट इज क्लियर. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दीज स्टेप्स विद द हेल्प ऑफ एन इलस्ट्रेशन. एक एग्जांपल सॉल्व कर लेते हैं तो ये भी क्लियर हो जाएगा. ऐसे ऑलमोस्ट इट इज क्लियर ओनली, क्योंकि हम सभी जानते हैं हाउ टू सॉल्व डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन सॉल्वेबल फॉर y, and this is completely similar to solvable for x. Let us solve an illustration. Question लिखिए. Let us say we have a differential equation which is 2x minus b into p is equals to y minus a by pb. Okay, so the differential equation we have is 2x minus b into p is equals to y minus a by pb, where p we know is dy by dx and a, b are constants. So what we have is, we have a differential equation 2x minus b equals to p, which is equals to y. 2x minus b into p is equals to y minus a by pb, p is equals to dy by dx, and a and b are constants. So what should we do first? We should express this complete equation in terms of x. We should have x as an explicit function of y and p. So that should be our first step. तो पहले इसे इस तरीके से लिखते हैं हम. So what we'll have here? We'll have x equals to b by 2 plus y upon p minus a by b. Perfect. हमें क्या मिलेगा? We'll have y equals to b by 2 plus y upon p minus a y upon b. So we have x as a function of y and p. X is an explicit function of y and b. So this is a this is a differential equation of order 1 and higher degree, which are solvable for x. And what is the degree here? The degree here is -1. अभी तक हम positive degree से deal कर रहे थे, +1, +2. Now the degree in this case what we are getting is -1, a negative degree, which is feasible, no problem in it at all. So now let us see how to solve this differential equation. First step, differentiate. So we have dx by dy, which is equals to 1 upon p, so it equals to 0, plus 1 upon p plus minus 1 upon p square into dp by dy. ये y upon p का डिफरेंशिएशन है. एवरीवन क्लियर? फर्स्ट हमने p को कांस्टेंट रख के y को डिफरेंशिएट किया, तो 1 upon p, then minus 1 upon p square into dp by dy into y. So again this is minus 1 upon p square into dp by dy into y minus ab into y का differentiation would be dy. So this is what we get. What I am getting is dx by dp, which is equals to 1 upon p, is equals to 1 upon p, sorry, dx by dy, which is equals to 1 upon p. This would be equals to 1 upon p minus y squared upon minus y by p square dp by dy minus ab. So यहाँ से हमें ये मिला. Is everyone perfectly clear with this step? यहाँ तक सभी को क्लियर है? कोई भी डाउट हो तो पूछ लीजिए अभी ही. Is anyone having any doubt at all? No. So now let us solve this. Okay. Oh, there would be 2 here and 2 here. Sorry. यहाँ और यहाँ पे भी हमें 2 मिलेगा. So this would be 2. This would be 2 and even यहाँ पे भी एक 2 का टर्म होगा. Because यहाँ से हमें क्या मिलेगा? This would be b by 2 plus y upon 2p minus ay upon 2b exactly. So there would be a 2 term that we will get here. So यहाँ से हमें मिलेगा 1 upon p minus 1 upon 2p, which is equals to 1 upon 2p. This would be equals to plus ab by 2. This would be equals to minus y upon 2p square into dp by dy. Perfect. Or we can write this as, this can be written as 2p plus 1 upon abp. This is equals to minus y upon dy into dp upon 2p square. Or we can write this term as dy upon y will be equals to dp into, यहाँ से p और p कैंसिल कर सकते हैं, 2b कैंसिल कर सकते हैं. So we will get dp upon p into 1 plus abp. Perfect. Or we can write this as dp upon p plus ab into dp. This is equals to dy by y. Clear? हमने ऐसे p कैंसिल कर दिया. So we had sorry, एक चीज गलत कर दी हमने यहाँ पे. we'll have dy upon y as dp upon p into 1 upon 1 plus abp. Yeah, 1 plus abp डिनोमिनेटर में आएगा. So we have dp upon p is equals to 1 upon 1 plus abp. Now this can be written as dy upon, so we have dy upon y is equals to dp upon p into 1 upon 1 plus abp. Now what we have to do is we can integrate these both sides. तो यहाँ से हमें क्या मिलेगा, इसका इंटीग्रेशन मिलेगा ln y plus some constant ln c here, and how can we can express this, इसे हम लिख सकते हैं 1 upon p plus ab upon 1 plus abp. Perfect. So यहाँ से हमें इंटीग्रेशन मिलेगा, this would be equals to ln p plus ab, or let us say some constant k into ln 1 plus abp. Perfect. So we'll get y into c constant is equals to p into some constant a into 1 plus abp. हमें इस इक्वेशन और इस इक्वेशन में से अब p को एलिमिनेट करना है. लेट अस से दिस इज आवर इक्वेशन a and this is our equation p. Out of these two equations what we have to do is we have to eliminate p, और इनको एलिमिनेट करके जो भी मिलेगा that is going to be the solution of our differential equation. आसान है, किसी को भी कोई डाउट है? I will say it is almost the same as solving differential equation for y. Same steps है, कोई भी डिफरेंस नहीं है. What we have done here is सबसे पहले डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन को x के टर्म्स में निकाला, डिफरेंशिएट करके एक डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन ऑब्टेन की, उससे सॉल्व करके इसका सोल्यूशन निकाला, और इसमें से और इसमें से अब एलिमिनेट करना है. जो भी सोल्यूशन मिलेगा दैट इज द सोल्यूशन ऑफ अवर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. इसमें किसी को भी कोई डाउट? सॉरी, सबने नोट डाउन तो कर लिया था ना, जस्ट रेज्ड इट. ओके, आई मीन इट इज इजी, यू कैन सॉल्व द डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन आफ्टर दिस. So with this we have completed our third method, which is equation solvable for x. Now let us discuss the last method, which is Claret's equation. So basically I won't say these are three methods, these are four methods, these are actually three methods. Solvable over p, solvable over y and solvable over x are almost same, and then it is Claret's equation. Now let us solve Claret's equation. See Claret's method. Now let us discuss the next method or the fourth method for solving differential equations of higher degree and order 1, which is Claret's equation, or Claret's equation method for solving differential equations of higher degree and order 1. So let us discuss Claret's equation. Now let us study one thing first. Let us study what is a Claret's equation. How do we identify that an equation that we have is a Claret's equation or not? हम कैसे कहेंगे कि कोई equation Claret's equation है या नहीं? Because अगर equation Claret's equation है तभी हम उस पर ये method apply कर पाएंगे. So they say any equation of the form y equals to px plus f dash p is said to be a Claret's equation. कोई भी इक्वेशन जिसे हम इस फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस कर सके, y इक्वल्स टू पी एक्स प्लस एफ ऑफ p, उसे हम क्लैरेट्स इक्वेशन कहते हैं. y is equals to px plus some function of p. Such an equation is said to be a Claret's equation. Now how do we solve such an equation? Let us differentiate this equation first. So when I differentiate this, what do I get? I get dy by dx, which is equals to p. This would be equals to differentiation of px plus f of p, which would be p plus x into dp by dx plus f dash p into dp by dx. Perfect. So we can cancel p and p from here. So what do I get? I get 0 equals to dp by dx into x plus f dash p. Perfect. So what do we get from here? We get dp by dx equals to 0 or x plus f dash p equals to 0. Perfect. So if I say dp by dx equals to 0, if I use this result that we have got, we will get p equals to some constant c. On integrating, this is what I am going to get. Now I replace p equals to c in this equation. So what do we get? Putting p equals to c in our initial equation, we get y is equals to cx plus f of c. So how we obtain the solution? We have obtained the solution just by replacing p by a constant c in this equation. This is the solution of my Claret's equation, or a differential equation of the form of Claret's equation. So the solution of a Claret's equation from differential equation can be easily obtained by replacing this p by a constant c. Now we have got two cases. The first case was dp by dx equals to 0 और दूसरा केस क्या था? It was x plus x dash p is equals to 0. So if we put x, if we consider this case x plus f dash p equals to 0, so we can obtain a solution from here by eliminating p. This solution would be known as singular solution. The solution that we will obtain by using this equation would be known as singular solution of Claret's form of equation. But the general solution is what? The general solution can be obtained easily by replacing p by a constant c. So what is the keynote that we have obtained here? The keynote is solution of a Claret's form of equation can be obtained easily by replacing p by a constant c. So I'll say this is the easiest of all the forms of differential equation because हमें कुछ करना ही नहीं है. We just have to replace this p by a constant c and the solution is done. So this is how we solve Claret's form of differential equation. Let us do one thing. Let us take some examples on it, because until unless we take illustrations on this form, we won't be able to get the feel. We won't be able to realize how easy it is and how quick it is in order to find solutions for differential equations. So let us consider some examples. Right, on the first illustration, let us say we have a differential equation which is p is equals to ln of px minus y. So we have a differential equation here which says p, where p is dy by dx is equals to ln px minus y, and we have to solve this differential equation. So how do we solve it? Can I write this differential equation as e to the power p equals to px minus y, or I can write y is equals to px minus e to the power p. Now compare this with Claret's form of equation which says y should be equals to px plus a function of p. And what is f of p here? It is minus e to the power p. So this is resembling a Claret's form of equation. So इसका solution कैसे निकालेंगे? The solution is simple. Just replace p by a constant c. So इस equation का solution होगा y equals to cx minus e to the power c. आसान था कि नहीं? It was very easy. See, instead of solving the complete differential equations and applying variable separable form, linear form and lots of form and just putting your head into, it is so easy. Just compare this equation with Claret's form of equation. इस form में express कर दो, and once it is done, if you could express it as Claret's equation, the solution can be simply obtained by replacing p by a constant c. Let's take one more illustration. Let us say we have an equation of the form sin px cos y equals to cos px sin y plus p. Now we have to solve this differential equation. So let us see हम इसे कैसे solve कर सकते हैं. We have sin px cos y plus cos px sin y. equals to, sorry, we have sin px cos y equals to sin p cos px sin y plus p. तो क्या मैं इसे ऐसे लिख सकती हूँ, sin px cos y minus cos px sin y equals to, what is this? This is sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, which is the formula of sin a minus b. This is the formula of sin px minus y equals to p. So यहाँ से मैं क्या लिख सकती हूँ, I can write y, we can write px minus y is equals to sin inverse p, or I can write y is equals to px minus sin inverse p. Perfect. And is this in form of Claret's form equation? Yes, this is in the form of y equals to px plus f of p, where f of p is nothing but minus sin inverse p. So इस इक्वेशन का सोल्यूशन क्या होगा, इस इक्वेशन का सोल्यूशन होगा y equals to cx minus sin inverse c. क्लियर है? कोई भी डाउट हो तो पूछ लीजिए. And this was easy, very easy here. So कुछ भी नहीं करना. What we have to just do is we should try to express our differential equation in this standard form of Claret's equation. और अगर हम इस फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस कर पाए तो फिर सोल्यूशन इजीली ऑब्टेन किया जा सकता है just by replacing this p with a constant c. Now there are some cases जिसमें इक्वेशन डायरेक्टली तो Claret's फॉर्म में रिड्यूस नहीं हो सकती, बट अगर सब्स्टिट्यूशन अप्लाई करें तो इक्वेशन को हम Claret's फॉर्म में रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं. कंसिडर आवर केसेस फॉर वेरिएबल सेपरेबल फॉर्म, होमोजेनस फॉर्म, लीनियर इक्वेशन फॉर्म. उसमें भी हम सब्स्टिट्यूशन अप्लाई करके इक्वेशंस को स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में रिड्यूस कर सकते थे. तो सेम इज द केस फॉर Claret's इक्वेशन. और अप्लाइंग परफेक्ट proper substitutions, we can sometimes change our equation into Claret's form of equation. For example, a common substitution is u equals to r theta. So यहाँ से du क्या हो जाएगा, du would be dr theta plus rd theta, या फिर substitution of the form x square plus y square equals to r square, or x square minus y, x equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta, or of the form x equals to r sec theta, y equals to r tan theta. So we have seen lots of substitutions till now. All such substitutions are valid and could be applied in case of Claret's equation as well, in order to reduce any equation in Claret's form of equation. So the same case applies here. On applying proper substitutions, we can reduce any equation to Claret's form of equation. Let us consider an example of that case even. Let us say we have a differential equation which is y square ln y equals to p xy plus p square. Perfect. So we have a differential equation y square ln y is equals to p xy plus p square, and we have to solve this differential equation where I know my p is dy by dx. Now tell me how we will solve this differential equation. इसे हम डायरेक्टली तो Claret's फॉर्म में नहीं रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं, because of the simple reason I know that यहाँ पे because of the simple reason I know that यहाँ पे हम y को as a form of px plus f of p नहीं लिख पा रहे, which is not feasible because y is here in a function of y square into ln y. तो कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Let us do one thing. Let us substitute here ln y as t. Okay. So let us do one thing. Let us substitute ln y as t. So the moment I substitute ln y as t, what I can write 1 upon y dy by dx. This would be equals to dt by dx. Right. यहाँ से हमें मिलेगा ln y को अगर t सब्सटीट्यूट किया तो I will have 1 upon y dy by dx as dt by dx, which means dy by dx is p. So I can write 1 upon y into p. Let us say dt by dx is capital P. Okay. So I have 1 upon y into small p is equals to capital P. So let us see what we can do here. Now the equation will turn out to be y square. I can write ln y equals to px upon y plus p square upon y square. Okay, this is what we can write here. I can write ln y as t. आपको समझ में आ रहा है हमने ln y को ही t क्यों सब्स्टिट्यूट किया? बिकॉज समझिए इस इक्वेशन को क्लैरेट्स फॉर्म ऑफ इक्वेशन बनाने में सबसे बड़ा हिंड्रेंस क्या था? वी जस्ट नीड y इक्वल्स टू px प्लस c. मतलब y हमें 1 ऑर्डर और 1 डिग्री में चाहिए था विदाउट एनी फंक्शन, नीदर एक्सप्लेनेशन लॉन लेकर नथिंग एट ऑल. बट यहाँ पे हमारे पास ln y था. सो दिस एंड दिस पावर ऑफ 2 विच वी हैड हियर ऑन y, ये दोनों ही हिंड्रेंस थे इसे क्लैरेट्स इक्वेशन ना बनाने में. तो हमने यहाँ पे ln y को t कंसिडर किया क्योंकि मैं जानती थी जैसे ही मैं ln y को t लूंगी तो यहाँ पे जो 1 अपॉन y मिलेगा वो मेरे dt by dx में कहीं ना कहीं हेल्प करेगा. दिस वाज द थॉट विच आई हैड व्हाइल कंसिडरिंग ln y as t. So we now have ln y as p by y x into plus p by y whole square. So ln y हो गया t, p upon y को मैं लिख सकती हूँ कैपिटल P into x plus p by y can be यहाँ written as capital P whole square. So now what is my equation? It is t equals to capital Px plus p by y whole square, and this represents my standard form of Claret's equation, which is t equals to px plus a function of p, which is p upon y, which is p whole square. So this is capital P whole square, the function of p. So this is my standard Claret's equation. इसका solution क्या होगा? It would be t equals to cx plus c square. And what is t? T is ln y. So we'll have ln y equals to cx plus c square. This is the solution of my differential equation, which can be reduced to Claret's form by applying proper substitutions. सभी को clear है? So this is just one type of substitutions we could apply. There are infinite substitutions which could be applied, and there are infinite number of questions which can be formed based upon substitutions which can lead to equation reducible to Claret's form. सभी को समझ में आया? मेन आइडिया समझ में आया कि हमने ln y को यहाँ पे t के सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, बिकॉज जब तक ये ln y एलिमिनेट नहीं होता हमारे पास t का सिंगल 1 ऑर्डर 1 डिग्री टर्म नहीं आता, विच इज व्हाट वी रिक्वायर. सो दैट वाज द रीजन वी सब्स्टिट्यूटेड ln y एज t. सो आज हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस किया? वी डिस्कस हाउ टू सॉल्व डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशंस ऑफ ऑर्डर 1 एंड हायर डिग्री. वी सॉल्व इट विद 4 मेथड्स. डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन सॉल्वेबल फॉर p, जिन्हें हम n लीनियर फैक्टर्स में रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं. Solvable for y when the equation can be expressed as y as a function of x and p. Solvable for x when x can be expressed as a function of y and p. And Claret's form of equation when the equation is in the standard form of y equals to px plus f of p, or when the equation can be reduced to this form by applying proper substitutions. So let us hold our lecture here only. Tomorrow what we will discuss is we will start discussing about applications of differential equation. With this we have almost completed the theoretical part of how to solve differential equations. We know how to solve differential equation of order 1 and degree 1, and we know how to solve differential equation of order 1 and higher degree. So हमने differential equations कैसे solve करते हैं ये हम देख चुके हैं. Higher order डिस्कस करना हमारे सिलेबस के नहीं, it is out of our syllabus, so we won't be discussing it. But from tomorrow onwards we will see what are the real applications of differential equation. हम कुछ examples देखेंगे और देखेंगे कि how they are useful in solving differential equation. The basic thing that we studied in the starting of the chapter. Chapter की starting में हमने देखा था कि differential equation के क्या-क्या practical examples हैं. We saw velocity displacement के लिए Newton's laws of motion में, रेडियो एक्टिविटी में, न्यूटन्स लॉज ऑफ कूलिंग में, इनफैक्ट लॉट्स ऑफ एप्लीकेशन इन वर्ल्ड ऑफ साइंस एंड मैथमेटिक्स. नाउ वी विल सी हाउ टू सॉल्व दोस एप्लीकेशंस विथ हेल्प ऑफ डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. सो आज का लेक्चर यहीं होल्ड करते हैं. टुमारो वी विल बिगिन विद डिस्कसिंग एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ डिफरेंशियल एप्लीकेशंस एंड वी विल सॉल्व इट इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. थैंक यू.